let's talk a little bit about multiple handling units. So sometimes you have data such as transportation costs based on kilograms per trip, or maybe you have capacities of your DCs or production facilities in squared meters, because this might be the common measurement used in that specific part of your supply chain. And you could be struggling to do the unit conversion outside the app because it is based on each product. So we have the ability to specify different units of measurement throughout our template. In the configuration wizard, you can make this option available on step 6, where you normally just write the name of your default handling unit. Below, you see that you have the option of considering multiple handling units. So once you switch that on and save your configuration, when you export your Excel template, what you will see is the following. So first of all, you will notice that there is a new sheet called THU product data. Here you will need to input all of the conversions of each product. In addition, throughout the template, you will see a new column added where necessary called THU. For example, here in supplier product data, we see that we have the column E is THU, and depending on the THU you write, the app will refer to these numbers and convert them based on the THU equivalency into eaches. So here, for example, what we're saying is that the capacity of Venlo raw material supplier is, the maximum capacity is 4 million kilograms. What the app will do is take this 4 million kilograms and multiply it times the THU equivalency to convert it into your base unit. So this column also appears on other sheets, such as customer product data, all of the resource sheets, and the transportation sheets as well. So how do we populate the THU product data sheet? First, as I mentioned before, you have the option of including the conversion per product, as I have done here. But you can also decide that you can convert a product group because they all have the same equivalency. So instead of writing all these 3 solar panels, you can just go to your product relation and see that you have a group called solar panels and write it here. So next you have the THU column where you write down the name of the THU you're going to use. And then you have the THU equivalent, which is the equivalent of this THU in eaches. So let's see how we do that. So first of all, we have to write down the product and the THU each, and because it's the same one as our base unit, the THU equivalent is 1. Now let's take a look at kilograms. So we already know that one solar panel weighs 20 kilograms. So the question we need to ask ourselves is, how many each fit into 1 kilogram? So we need to divide 1 over 20, and that gives us 0.05. So what I'm saying is that 1 kilogram of solar panel is 0.05 eaches. Same process will apply for the next unit of measurement, squared meter. So we have calculated the area of each of the solar panels in this separate part, and we know that, for example, thin film has an area of 2 squared meters. So we ask the question again, how many eaches fit into 1 squared meter? Because we already know that the area of thin film is 2, then we do 1 divided by 2, and we know that 0.5 is the THU equivalent. So now what we can do is, with this information, say I want to specify the capacity of my DC, for example, in squared meters. So once you've done that, you can say, for example, for Copenhagen, for the 3 type of solar panels, my capacity in squared meters here in the THU column is 100,000 squared meters. So here we know already that even though the capacity is in squared meters, what the app will do is multiply it times the THU equivalent we have written down and convert it into eaches. So let's take a look at how that looks in the network design app. So here we are in the network design app, and I have only filtered for Copenhagen. So this is the reason we are only seeing Copenhagen here. I'm going to make it bigger so you can see properly. And we have here that the capacity, as I had mentioned before, of monocrystalline is 58,000. The capacity of polycrystalline is 55,000, and of thin film is 50,000. So what it did is convert all of the units that we had written down in square meters into eaches according to our equivalency. If you remember, let's take a look at it. What it did was multiply that 100,000 times 0.58, 0.55, and 0.5. So the app's going to do the same for every single time you write a different unit of measurement, whether it is on the resource side, on the demand side, or on the transportation side. I hope with this it is clear how to use the multiple units of measurement, and please write any comments if you have any further questions below.